Hello and welcome everybody. Today I'll be drawing a steampunk house as my first actual video. I went ahead and drew these basic lines for the outline of it. These parts right here will be the walls, and I left area at the top for the roof. To start, I'm gonna lay down lines for the roof. Now, the roof doesn't have to be perfect, as you can fix it up as you go. Now be sure to erase the lines you don't need. From here, we can connect the two parts. But as you can see, this side is higher, which is what we want. I'm also going to go ahead and make a higher section once more. Now it's okay as if it goes off the page. Just remember to keep it all in one frame. Okay, now that our basic outline is finished, we can start adding more to it. From here, we can give it some more dimension by adding parts going out a bit more. And you don't exactly have to erase this line here, as you can use it for the actual structure of it. Now up here, we can add another little windowsill. We can add a part for a window right here. Now we can just add in a window. And these little pegs can go on the bottom. Now that that's done, we can add more to the body of the house. First, you can start by adding these poles to the side to all of the sides of the house. Now that we're here, we can draw extra lines going across for a bit more detail. Now that we're done that, we can add more lines going down and basically just make it look a bit more sturdy. Now here at the bottom, we can add another line going across. And then we can continue that over to the side again. There. Now you just have to bring these lines down. And now we can add a bit more detail to this side. We can go ahead and add some larger windows by adding, once again, lines going across. Now we can give it some arches. You can add any bits and pieces you want to give it some more detail. Now for the windows, we can give it any pattern we want. I'm going to go with some squares on the top, like so. Trying to make them match up, going across. Like that. And then adding parts going down the side again. And horizontal lines. Now, just to add a bit more detail on the bottom, we can put some vertical lines, just all across here. And there. Now for this bottom, we can put X's. First we can start with diagonals, going all across. Try to keep the spacing even, but shorten it as you go. Now we can add in the next diagonals going the other way. Once again, trying to keep them in the same way all across. Now, for this top part here, we can add some more design to it by just adding whatever you want. Just try to make it look nice. And now we're almost done this side. For the top, we can fix this up first by adding this part of the roof, and we can add in a beam going across the top. Now for this section, you can add whatever you want, but I'm going to add a clock. And for extra detail, again, you can add just more vertical lines. And I'm just going to fix this angle. There. Now for the inside of this, of the roof part right here, we can thicken it a bit across here. And then we can add beams going inwards, lining up with the other beams right here. Now for this side, we can repeat the process we did here, right here, and put it over here. Now instead of putting windows, I'll still put in the arches, but I'll put something else in the center area here. For this house, I feel like we should add some cannons, because everything was just better with cannons. On this part, we're not gonna actually draw the cannon here. We're just gonna draw the hole, basic hole for it. Right here. Now on this side, we can draw the cannon. Because why not? Some houses should have cannons, and it'll make them much better. You might need to erase some parts for the cannons. If you're going to draw the cannons, you don't need to, of course, but it'll be much better if you do. There we go. There's the first cannon. Now, for another one, for this side we can draw another one right here, but on a different angle. Now it's okay if it's a little bit smaller, because they're just sparsely. There we go, there's another little cannon. Now for these two, I'm just gonna draw the holes for the cannons. And you can just darken these out, just to show that there's nothing here. Just like that. Oh, and for this part right here, I'm not gonna put a cannon on this slot. Just gonna leave it. Now right here, we're going to be drawing the door. First we can start off with making our arches again, like this. And we can put bottom rod and fill it with these vertical lines again. This is going to be a large door, so we're going to put a line down for 2 knobs. That's too high. I'm going to put it much lower. Okay, now just draw more vertical lines on the door, and now we can focus on some steps right here going downwards. That's what this line was for before. Right here, indicating the stairs would be here. Now if you want to put some more variant to the stairs, you can put a little platform here halfway down the stairs and then go down again. Okay, now we can just erase this line here and we can add in the steps. First, I have decided that I forgot to put in a platform up here. Yes, so I'm just going to add this right now. Now we can add in the steps. We should add in parts going outwards, and then put in the bottom of the steps going down like that. Okay. Now we can draw a line across here to join these two parts, like so. And now we can put another pole on the side for the steps, like that. And we can fix up these steps first, if you would like this. Okay, and now to add in a bit more difference, we can erase this side, both sides of it. Fill in the stairs again, the steps, and we can add little curved parts like this. And now we can put in a railing, branching out from the side, right up from here. Add another pole going down. Oh, and I'm sorry for the background sound. My family is really noisy upstairs. They're always like that. And add another pole here. You don't have to put one on the other side though, because it's right next to the wall. Not yet, at least. Now from here, you can join the parts and give them a little design if you want. Just like that. And now for the bottom, to add some more design to it, and we can make the structure look a little bit better. We can do that by adding X's again, going across. Just all the way like that. And then putting a top part here, horizontal pieces, like that. And then finishing these X's. Just like that. Now we can add in little rocks here on the bottom to give it a better feel. Just any little rocks and pebbles. Now we're just going to continue the same thing down here after. There we go. Now we're going to continue this down here. But first, I'm going to put in the horizontal pieces here, across, and again, a piece like this. Again, another vertical, like that. Now the X's. The designs don't match exactly with both these sides. Just keep it rough, or however you want it to be. So, and behind the angles here, once again, and you just end off this piece by just smoothing it out. And you know the tile. Now keep the rocks again, in between these parts. Also, exactly makes sense, I guess. Just add a detail. And vertical piece here, and it goes along to the end. Just like that. And like that, our steps are almost finished. Just add in the curves on the side here again. And there we go. Here's our steps. Now we can move on to this part of the house, copying what we did here. And these X's, I'm going to copy over to this side as well. There we go. Now I can move on to this. We can just fill this in with anything really. I'm just going to put in a simple window, just like we did on this side. There we go. There's that slot filled up. Now we can just work on this back side. We're basically going to put over these patterns again, as usual, but with a little difference. Since this part is lower, the X's are going to follow over lower, and we can add in a bit more support like rocks. We're going to put in 2 verticals, one here and then one slightly off to suggest that it's under it, like this. And we can drag this back like so. There we go. Now we can add in those diagonals again. I know it's a repeat and a repeat, but when it's finished it'll look nice. Now for this bottom, we're going to add over these rocks again. But now I'm going to slightly broaden the pole at the bottom, suggesting a pipe like this. Cancel it over and just have it run off to the side. Just like that. Now we can add in the rocks, as I said, or we can put in 2 tanks, 2 little barrels on the side. Now we can put in some more pipes, going over to the side again. And just add in some more pipes here too, going down like this, just like that. Now we can move on to the top here and just add in vertical lines. To divide it into 3 sections. Just like that. Now we're going to, we could add a couple things to the side. One of those just being a window. You can put a simple window on this side. There's another window, just like that. You can just straighten it up a little. And we can add some more design on the side. Like, again, X's. Going all the way across, coming out of the window to give it a little bit of a different look. And we can just do it like this, so it looks a little bit different. There we go. Now we can work on this roof part here. And we can add a cannon, because cannons. We can start off as a window right here, but keep this part open for the cannon. And we can make it slightly bigger than the other ones. Make it come out more. Okay, we make it come out more, and we're gonna put in a part here, and then it's gonna extend out more like this. It's going to be slightly narrower. It's going to be slightly more narrow than the other ones here. So, going to make the hole here, right there, and put the rim around it, and a rim on this side too, so it can kind of contract like that, perhaps. Fix it up to make it more round, and we can add this line going down and continue it here as well, just like that, and add more stuff just for more detail. Now, for this window here, we're going to leave the cannon for now and just work on the window for a bit. Put in this part and the rim around it, just like that. And we can put a half wheel part here, showing that the cannon is coming out of here, and shade the rest around it just black or grayish, like that, kind of. Like that. There we go. And draw this line back. Now we can work on this roof a bit more. Yeah, we can work on the roof right here, and then we can work on this part here. Just give it some more thickness, like this, and pull out a part of it in the front. Right here, pull this part out. Right there. And pull it back to here. Give this a bit more thickness. Now we can add in the tiles for this part, just here. Just draw them loosely and make them overlap, just like this. So as you can see, I finished up putting in the roof. I put in all the tiles, and you could have seen me putting in these poles and pipes all over the place. It's just to add a bit more detail to the roof and to make it look a little different and rough. Now we can just move on to this side panel and just copy this over and put that on this side too. There we go. Now we're done the sides, and I added a few plates here just to finish up this part. Now we can just add here, we can add a window here and just fix up the walls, and then we can start working down here. I'm just going to add some X's here for a little bit of difference. Now we can just go on here. There we go. Now we can just work on this bottom part. We're just going to put some stilts down here, just like this. There we go. Now we can just fill in this part here to make it a wall. Just like that. And we can add in some beams, some vertical beams. And we can just keep this inside part open just for a little bit of variant, and we're about done. So thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, or if you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And comment down below if you have any suggestions for future videos. Thank you, and have a good day.